Good morning, students. Welcome back in your SS class. Student, from this video lecture, we will start third chapter of geography, that is minerals and power resources. And this would be the first part of this chapter. Student, here I want to tell you one thing, that this chapter we will discuss into two parts. First of all, we will discuss about the minerals, type of minerals, and other things about minerals. Then we will discuss about it power resources. Means totally we will divide this chapter into two parts. Means first of all we will discuss about minerals, and after that we will discuss about the power resources. Right, students? And this would be an important part for you, and you can say this would be an important chapter for you, because in 10th standard you have the same chapter near about, and you have to study there also. So keep in mind this thing also. So read it, and you can say study it very carefully, so that it would be helpful in the future class, that is in 10th class, to you also. Right, friends? So let's start the chapter. So before going to start the chapter, first of all, we'll see the topics which we will cover in this chapter. First of all, introduction part will be there. After then, we will discuss about the types of minerals. We'll discuss about the types of the minerals. Then we will discuss about the extraction of the minerals also, and distribution of the minerals also. Then we will discuss about uses of the minerals and conservation of the minerals. Because I have already told you that we will divide this chapter into two parts. The first one will be on the minerals, and the second one is on the power resources. So we have in the minerals, we have to discuss all these things. Right, students? So let's start the chapter. So my dear student, first of all, let's take the definition of mineral. Means what is a mineral? We have one question. So if we think about minerals, minerals are the naturally occurring substances with a definite chemical composition that is called a mineral. Means if we think about minerals, they are those substances which are found in our rocks and which have their definite chemical and physical composition also. That particular thing, it is called minerals. And it is a naturally occurring substance in our earth surface. Right, students? So this is called minerals. I hope this concept is clear to you, that mineral is those naturally occurring substances which have their definite chemical and physical composition also. Those naturally occurring substances, they are known as the minerals. Okay, students? Now, student, if we think about minerals, these are not evenly distributed over space. They are unevenly distributed in all over India, all over the country, and you can say all over the earth surface also. इनका जो distribution है वो एक even manner से नहीं है, uneven manner से है. Means in some places these are found in a huge quantity, but there are many places where there is a lack of particular mineral resource. So that's why I have told you that the minerals, these are distributed in all over the earth surface. These are unevenly distributed. Right, students? Minerals that are concentrated in a particular area, or you can say rock formation. A few of these minerals are found in the areas which are not easily accessible, like Arctic Ocean and Antarctic Ocean. Means कुछ ऐसे minerals हैं जो आपको किसी एक particular area में मिल जाते हैं, and they were found in that particular area because due to all the rock formation, whatever the factors it was done, कि rock formation कैसे हुई है, तो आपको कुछ minerals का concentration किसी एक area में मिल जाता है, like छोटा नागपुर plateau in India. That particular area, it is a storehouse of minerals. But my dear student, there are many places in the world, and you can say on this earth surface, that which are not accessible to us, जहां पर हम पहुंच नहीं सकते. If we think about Arctic Ocean, if we think about Antarctica, then these are the two regions where we are not able to reach, but minerals are found there. So that's why we can say that minerals, they are not evenly distributed over the space. These are distributed in uneven manner. Right, students? And if you think about minerals, these are also formed in a several type of geological environment. under different conditions, under different you can say environmental conditions. That's why जो minerals हैं वो आपको अलग अलग एरिया में मिलती हैं, and they are created by natural process without any human interference. मीन्स ये जो सारी चीजें होती हैं ये कैसे मिलती है, ये एक नेचुरल प्रोसेस के माध्यम से क्रिएट होती है, बट ह्यूमन इंटरफेरेंस मस्ट नॉट बी देयर. Whenever human interfere is there, then we have some problem. We will discuss it later on, but here I want to tell you one thing, that we have different kinds of minerals, and these different kinds of minerals, these are found in different things, and these depend on the, you can say, these depend on the chemical and you depend on the rock formation situation. Right, students? Right, students? So these minerals, they are created by natural process. Right, students? So they can be identified on the basis of their physical properties like color, density, hardness, and chemical property like solubility. मीन्स हम इनको आइडेंटिफाई जो करेंगे वो डिफरेंट फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज के आधार पे करेंगे. मीन्स हम उनके कलर के आधार पे कर सकते हैं, हम उनका वाटर के अंदर जो मिक्स होने के आधार पे कर सकते हैं, उनके अंदर क्या केमिकल प्रॉपर्टी है, क्या उनकी फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टी है. ऑन द बेस ऑफ हार्डनेस वी कैन आइडेंटिफाई ऑल दीज रिसोर्सेज. आई थिंक दिस इज क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू. सो लेट्स थिंक अबाउट अनदर थिंग. नाउ वी हैव वन another topic, that is types of minerals. If we think about types of minerals, there are near about 3,000 different kinds of minerals which are found in all over the world. Near about 3,000 of the type of minerals, and these are based on their composition, means their physical and their chemical composition. So there are 3,000 different kinds of minerals found in all over the world. And if we think about minerals, they can be classified into two parts. The first one is metallic, and the second one is the non-metallic. If we think about metallic minerals, which has the concentration of the metals, these are called metallic things. And if we think about non-metallic things, these don't have metals formed. So that's why these are classified into two parts, metallic and non-metallic. But my dear student, these metallic minerals, they are also classified into two parts. The first one is ferrous and the next one is non-ferrous. Ferrous minerals are those minerals which have iron contents, and if we think about non-ferrous content, which don't have iron content. So this is the basic difference between ferrous minerals and non-ferrous minerals. I think this concept is clear to all of you, that in all over world we have different kind of minerals, near about 3,000 varieties, you can say types and kinds. मिनरल्स जो है हमारे ऑल ओवर इंडिया में, ऑल ओवर वर्ल्ड मिलते हैं, एंड दीज आर बेस्ड ऑन देयर फिजिकल एंड केमिकल कंपोजिशन. बट all minerals, they can be classified into two parts, metallic minerals and non-metallic minerals. If we think about metallic minerals, the minerals which have metals, they are called metallic minerals, and the minerals which don't have metals, they are called non-metallic minerals. If we think about metallic minerals, they are classified into two parts, ferrous and non-ferrous. If we think about ferrous minerals, it means they have iron content. Non-ferrous, it means they don't have iron content. So these are ferrous and non-ferrous. Right, students? Now let's discuss another thing. If we think about metallic minerals, these contains metals in the raw form. These contains the metals in the raw form, and metals are hard substances that conduct heat and electricity and have a characteristics of luster and shine. Means उनके अंदर चमक की situation होती है, उनके अंदर चमक होती है. In 10th standard, you have one chapter in science, and you can say in the chemistry, that is metals and non-metals. You will come to know about metals and non-metals very much in that chapter. But you have just only a small introduction related to metallic minerals, that these contain metals in their raw forms, and they have maximum. They have the characteristics like hardness, and you can say it is conducted by you can say that conduct heat and electricity also. And they have one characteristics, that is they can shine. वो चमकते भी हैं. These are metals like iron ore, bauxite, manganese. These are the example of the metallic minerals. Right, students? And if we think about metallic minerals, we have classified these metallic minerals into two parts, that is ferrous and non-ferrous. If we think about ferrous minerals, they contain iron, like iron ore, manganese, and chromides. And if we think about non-ferrous minerals, doesn't contain any iron content. That's why they are non-metallic. Non-ferrous. These are gold, silver, copper, and lead. Right, students? I hope this is clear to all of you. Now think about another thing, that is non-metallic minerals. They don't contain any metals like limestone, mica, and you can see gypsums. These are the example of such minerals. And the mineral fuels like coal and petroleum. The mineral fuels like coal and petroleum, these are the example of the non-metallic minerals. I hope metals and non-metals, means metallic and non-metallic minerals, these are clear to all of you. And even ferrous and non-ferrous also. Right? Now, student, we have next topic, that is extraction of the minerals. We will discuss this thing in the next video lecture, and how to extract these minerals from the earth surface. We will discuss all these things in the next meeting. I hope this concept is clear to all of you. So I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Have a nice day.